Good morning and welcome to Cincy Lifestyle. Thank you for joining us on this otherwise dreary day. We hope to infuse your life with a little sunshine this morning.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah.
Love that.
Just call me Mr. Hallmark.
Oh my God.
You know, I love it when the three of us are here. Yes, because, you know, especially because there's a new report out by Lattice Publishing, and they looked at the rising number of young adults still living at home.
Oh, gosh.
It found that...
Like work kids. Still
Right, our
living
work
at home.
kids, right.
Get ready. I'm moving in, Mom and Dad.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
well, it found that 15.5% of young adults in Cincinnati live with their parents, compared to the national rate of 20.1%. So among large U.S. metros, Cincinnati has the 15th fewest young adults living with their parents.
Cost
So
of
here's the
living.
question. Here's the question. Would you move back with your parents?
gosh.
In a
Would
minute.
you allow your young adult children to move back with you?
I wonder if my mom is watching right now. You know, probably not. Love you, Mom and Dad. I would probably find a roommate of my age. Yeah.
Well, now my oldest did move back for a brief period of time, and quite frankly, I was happy to have her. I felt like Ben Cartwright at the Ponderosa with at least one of my kids under the roof. So I kind of enjoyed it.
But it also depends on where they're living too. I mean, my parents just moved, so if I'm planning to work in Cincinnati, that's kind of a hike from where they are now. So
Yeah.
that just wouldn't work out.
But all three of mine are in town, so that would be good.
That would be.
But you know what's also in town that I found? This is completely switching gears.
Yes.
Because I'm kind of hungry right now, and you're a steak fan. I think I found the best, honestly, the best restaurant, freshest menu, ribeye steak.
Ooh.
Yes.
Ooh.
Because you're a steak guy.
Well, I'm becoming more of one. I'm starting to play around with
So
steak
how do you
recipes on YouTube.
So what makes a good steak for you?
A good steak, I'm learning, needs to be medium rare, but seared on the outside. So I'm working on that.
Okay, you're working on that. Okay.
With a little rosemary and maybe some garlic and butter.
Well, let me tell you. So beyond the fact that Wildflower Cafe may have the best, freshest menu in town, and I know that's a bold statement to make, but I stand
I've eaten
by
there.
it.
It is
Oh
good.
yes,
Yeah.
I know. They also have an amazing wine selection, and their entire food menu is local, and they mean it when it's local.
Yeah, it
Check
is.
it out.
It's delicious.
He eats here twice a week. They eat here once a week. She eats here twice a week. He eats here. He eats here every week. So it's kind of a cycle.
That board is a staple of your sustainability and choosing local sources.
Yeah,
You can pinpoint, you probably know the names of all the farmers that you're working with too,
oh, definitely, yeah.
which says a lot. So why is sustainability so important to you then?
We really did it because of the quality of the food and the flavor profile is much stronger. And the other upside is that when you taste those foods that are fresher, that have more flavor, they also have more nutrition to them. So we've kind of partnered as well with the concept of serving food that won't kill you. And I know that oftentimes that seems like an exaggeration, but you know the number one killer in the United States is malnutrition. Whether you see that in obesity, type 2 diabetes, etc. But there's a lot of food preventable diseases that happen with people, and we just didn't want to participate in that. And I didn't feel good serving that at my old restaurant, so I don't have to here.
Talk about, when I take a bite of this, when I taste a piece of beef or meat or anything that's locally grown versus not, what is that flavor difference?
Mostly it's grass. And I do think that there is something different about consuming animals that were healthy, that had exposure to the outdoors 24/7, and happy cows. And there is plenty of scientific research behind that change to the composition of the meat itself. It's luxurious.
Why the Wildflower? What does that mean?
The underlying concept of this restaurant is to replicate my grandma's table. The food was always great at my grandma's house. The food's always great here. It's not really the important part though. The important part is people coming in here feeling welcome and having a place to share a meal, to share their experiences. We've had a lot of people that had their first date here that end up getting married. They come back again for their anniversaries and so on. And it's more than a restaurant.
Any final thoughts?
It's delicious.
That's so good. Oh my gosh, that's making me hungry.
You and me both.
I know. Well, the Wildflower Cafe is open for lunch and dinner, and they fill up quickly, so you'll want to make reservations. And you can do so at wildflowermason.com. I highly recommend it.
All right, thank you. Well, speaking of looking good, spring is just around the corner, and you know what that means. Greenery, yes. But consider plants that not only look good, but plants that taste good too. And to further that conversation, I want to welcome Greg Potter, the Community Gardens Coordinator at the Civic Garden Center of Greater Cincinnati, and Lisa Andrews, a registered dietitian and owner of Soundbites Nutrition. Thank you both for being here. All right, so tell us why you all decided to partner in this.
So Mona, last year the Civic Garden Center started a hub garden education program. So in 3 of our 70 community gardens that we work with, we've got once a month from April through September education that takes place around either gardening or cooking. And we partnered with Lisa at Soundbites Nutrition to do that cooking piece.
Oh, cool. So what kind of things should people be planting this time of year?
So your greens are good right now. So your collards, your kale, a lot of your lettuces, your spinach, peas are good to start right now. St. Patrick's Day is always that calendar marker for putting potatoes in the ground.
Oh, okay. That's fantastic. That's convenient. All right, Lisa, what are we cooking today? What do you
So what's seasonal right now are lots of different greens. So collards, kale, anything green and leafy. So I've got some scallions. I've got some great kale here. And I'm going to make a really quick Asian sauteed kale.
Okay.
So one of the goals in the garden is for people to try new things, but also just to show them how easy it is to make something tasty and nutritious with just a couple ingredients. So
tell me why you think that's important for people to really learn about this and get these recipes.
So the thing about eating more plants in general is it reduces the risk of so many different diseases. So reduced risk of cancer, heart disease, obesity, diabetes. And it's also really nice to be in the community and see your neighbors out there trying new food. One of the gardens we have quite a bit of kids, and so it's nice for them to start early and learn how to eat nutritiously from a start.
Okay, so give us the ingredients that you're putting in this.
So what I've gotten here is some kale and some little pea pods that would be ready about this time of year, and some scallions. And then what I'm going to add to season it is just some fresh garlic.
Garlic,
which is always great. And then I'm a big fan of this squeezed ginger because it literally takes no time. We left a little bit on the table for you later.
And there are health benefits to ginger as well, right?
Yeah, actually ginger is great for gut health. So it helps to relieve nausea and
yes.
I've got a little bit of low sodium soy sauce. And then I'll just saute this up and it makes a great stir fry. So it's really simple, very nutritious, high in vitamin E, high in vitamin K, great for your bones, lots of antioxidants, and it tastes good, most importantly.
Yeah, well, I'll find that out in just a few minutes. But Greg, tell us about the classes that you have and when they're available and where people can get information about them.
So on our website, civicgardencenter.org, we're going to have a listing of all the Hub Garden classes. These classes are free and open to anybody in the community. We're throwing the gates to the gardens open. We want everybody to enjoy the education. This stuff is really all about self-reliance.
Yeah.
So not only healthy eating, but also healthy activity through gardening. And we want people to take advantage of that.
Well, Lisa, tell us where people can get more information about Soundbites Nutrition.
Sure. So my website is just soundbitesnutrition.com and at NutriGirl on Twitter.
All right.
Or Instagram.
Thank you. I can't wait to dig into this. I'm going to try to save you some, Clyde and Allie, but I'm not real sure that's going to happen. Clyde?
That's all right, Mona. We're not holding our breath, but thanks for the thought. You know, we like art on Cincy Lifestyle, especially the kind of art that, shall we say, arrests your attention. Okay, that's our way of saluting our next guest, who started his professional life not as an artist, but as an officer of the law. Why the switch? Well, let's find out as we introduce to you right now artist Tony Lips. Tony, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
So we talk about the law enforcement part of your life. Tell us a little bit about your service there.
So 2005, when I got out of college, I got home to Cincinnati and decided I joined the sheriff's department, working down at the Justice Center. So I became a jail guard. While I was down there, I went through the police academy, decided I was going to be a police officer. And so once I got certified, I was in the jail for about 6 years before promotions came out.
But apparently something else was speaking to your soul in the midst of all that process, symbolized by what's between us here. How did you make that? When did the light go on that said, I need to make the leap?
Halfway through my career as a police officer, to be honest with you. It's something I always wanted to do. People really knew my appreciation for art. Everybody has been very supportive and kind of pushing me in that direction. But really about 2 years ago, my wife and I had a really big decision and a conversation about doing this. So we made a 2-year plan to let me take the leap. Sheriff Neal was very supportive of it and gave me a leave of absence for a year in the event I had to go back and be a police officer. But I think 3 months into it, I decided I wanted to do it full time.
So tell me a little bit about, we've got other examples of your art here in the studio as well. Hopefully we'll be able to see those. Mm-hmm. Tell me you call this impressionism.
Contemporary impressionism, yeah.
Impressionism.
Yeah. No, that's when people ask me what kind of art or how I would describe my art, I kind of push it towards a contemporary impressionism. I really focus on light source, textures, the application of the paint in general.
Sure.
Is really what I enjoy.
All right, let's make the point, first of all, that your work is available for sale.
Yes.
And let's tell people how they can get in contact with you to purchase some of these works.
I'm on Instagram under Tony Lips Art, LIPPS, and then I also have a website, www.tonylipsart.com.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
All right, and we're looking at some of the photos. I mean, this is great work. I'm not one to get overly joyous about art necessarily, but I love your art. I love your work.
Thank you very much.
So thank you for being on our program.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
And best of luck to you.
Thank you.
All right, Tony. Mona?
Well, coming up here on Cincy Lifestyle, we have country musician Austin Daniel in our music lounge. He's going to tell us about his music journey, his new song, and he might even play us a little something. Then we channel our inner mountain woman and throw some axes. Yes, join us as we head over the Rhine to discover a fun new pastime that's gaining in popularity. All that, so much more in just a few minutes.
Welcome back. As the great Dolly Parton once said, country music is all about real people singing about a lot of real stuff about real people. And there's a rising country music artist who is taking this simple sentiment and rolling with it. ALLIE Martin is live in the Digital Music Lounge with him right now. ALLIE?
I sure am. I am with the real Austin Daniel. Now, Austin is originally from Cincinnati. He's now living in Nashville, and we are so excited to have you back in town.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
So tell us a little bit about your music journey. How did it start?
Well, I grew up, I sang like all my life really, but I really started to get into like songwriting and actually like get into it like legitimately probably at the age of 15 or so. Oh, wow. So yeah.
Young. So where do you find a lot of the inspiration for your songs?
A lot of the inspiration really just comes from my like everyday life and things that I've been through, and that's mostly where it comes from. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So are you releasing new songs anytime soon?
Yeah, so I just moved to Nashville in August, and I've been working with a new producer. I've been writing with like a lot of people, so a new song's on the horizon. We're not for sure, but we're hoping April sometime. So yeah.
All right, so I'm going to move out and step out of the way because we want to hear you sing.
Okay,
I'll let you take it away.
Cool, thank you. I wanna be the guy you you take home to meet your mama. The one that'll buy you a drink and listen to your girl drama. The one that'll pull you close and hold you tight, won't ever let you go and treat you right. That guy that'll walk the line just to call you mine. I wanna love you, I wanna scream and shout, tell all my friends what you're. If I had you, I wouldn't let you go, let you stay all night, be the star of my show. I'll bring you home at midnight, right on time for your curfew. I kiss you once, I kiss you twice, yeah. I take care of you, I wanna love you, yeah. I wanna love you, yeah. I wanna be the guy that makes your heart beat a little too fast. The guy that'll make you forget all about your past. The one that'll write you a song, sing it every word, won't ever let you hurt, keep the lines unblurred.
You're gonna make all the young ladies' hearts melt with that song. Oh my goodness.
Thank you.
So future plans for you, what does it look like?
I don't really know, honestly. I'm just kind of on the journey, on the ride, but I just want to keep making music that hopefully people can like relate to and that they enjoy and that can help them get through whatever they're going through in life. Awesome.
And more importantly, where can people check out your music?
Yeah, you can find me on Apple Music, Spotify, Amazon Music, all that stuff. I'm like wherever like you stream, I'm there. So
on the interweb.
Right,
well,
on the interweb, yeah.
We are so excited to have you here, and thank you.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
Mona?
Well, you're probably familiar with classic bar games like darts, billiards, or ping pong. But there's a new social sport that's gaining popularity, axis throwing. And our adventure ALLIE, of course, went to Urban Axis and Over the Ride to see if this new bar game hits a bullseye. Take a look.
She's roughing the boards up. Dina, well, thank you so much for having us here at Urban Access. Now, this is a brand new space. Tell us what's going on here.
So, Urban Access has been around for several years now. We started in Philadelphia. From Philadelphia, we had a location in Austin, then Baltimore, Durham, Boston, and now Cincinnati. So this is our 6th location that we've opened up. We are throwing axes at what looks like a bullseye. So the game is kind of similar to that.
To understand the basics, there are 4 target points. 1 point for the outer ring, 3 for the inner, 5 for a bullseye, and 7 for the filled green circles. You play 3 games that consist of 5 throws apiece, switching sides each game. Keep track of your points, and the highest score wins. So you talked about some folks coming in and finding their inner ninja.
Yes.
What is that like when people walk in through the door for the first time and throw the axe for the first time? What is that normal reaction?
It's really neat. I mean, this job is awesome for us because it's a super positive environment. I mean, people come in, they're super excited. They've never done this before, so they already have that excitement level. Then once they throw, the first time they stick it, it's like, it's a whole nother feeling. I mean, as an adult, you don't really do many sports that you haven't done before. So it kind of gives you that feeling of like the first soccer goal you kicked, or the first time you hit in t-ball. I mean, the reaction is just kind of nuts. I mean, it's super positive. Everyone's getting excited, and then they leave just as excited. So it's just a really positive environment. There you go. You with us?
Oh! See, now my competitive nature is kicking in, and we're going to be here all day.
I know that people are always, kind of concerned. They're like, oh, it's throwing axes and there's a bar here. I mean, there's that big hurdle. What people need to understand is it's super safe. I mean, it's just a really fun, different thing to do. We have coaches with you the whole time. They're there to teach you how to throw, monitor safety. They're all AED certified, CPR certified, alcohol certified. So we really go through all the steps to make sure that you can come in, just socially drink and do something different. So we do a lot of corporate parties. It's a good way for people to bond because you know, kind of similar to bowling. You're in there while you're throwing, but there's a social aspect that you can step behind and kind of watch people throwing and talk. So it gives you a point of conversation anyway. So it's just something different and new to do. Yeah! And that actually, just barely.
All right, guys. This is great. Everyone needs to come to Urban Accesses because it's not as hard as it looks, I promise.
All right, fellas, word to the wise, don't mess with ALLIE. Okay, we'll be back with more Cincy Lifestyle on the other side of the break. Plus, be sure to check us out on Facebook. That's where we post all our guest segments, community stories for you to watch and share with your friends. So like and follow us now, facebook.com/Cincy Lifestyle. Stick around, we'll be right back. All right, there you go, looking outside. Gloomy day out there, but it appears the rain has stopped.
It does, which is a good thing.
Which is a good thing.
Yes, because I have to go out later. So, coming up tomorrow here on Cincy Lifestyle, we journey back in time to the 19th century. We embrace the past at the Heritage Village Museum. It's a living museum where you can dip candles, learn about soap making, and more. And the best part is, it's just a short drive away, Clyde.
Short drive away. Then we have the host of a podcast called Daddy Duty 365. He helps show the fun, crazy, unpredictable side of real dads as they take on everyday problems of being a parent. We got all that and a whole lot more happening tomorrow right here on Cincy Lifestyle.
That's going to be fun. All our shows are fun every day.
Yes, they are. Every
I love
day.
it. And that's Cincy Lifestyle for today, Tuesday, March 10th.
Our producer's not so sure all these shows are fun, but okay. Thanks for watching.
Make it a great day.
Thanks for watching our video. If you liked what you saw, hit that subscribe button. You can also check out full episodes of the show you've never seen before or watch your favorites again and again. And as always, make it a great day.